Hi guys, Honsest here. So today we're going to talk about the Hikmicro Cheetah laser rangefinder with ballistic calculator day and night scope. So you can see it there mounted on my HW99S, and before anybody asks, does a digital scope work on a Springer? Absolutely. Well, this one does, and really rather well, as I'll show you in the end of the video. There's 10 shots. One little flyer, that's me, not the scope, not the gun, but they're practically pellet on pellet at 23 meters. So there it is. Really nice looking scope, very light, mounted on the HW99S. We'll just go really quickly front to back. So you've got a flip down cap, battery goes in at the top, eye relief at the back, rear focus, front focus, and then if I spin it around, you've got the power here. This button clicks your laser rangefinder, and then this one is your zoom wheel, and also if you tap that it records, tap to press stop as well. It has an internal memory, so you don't need a memory card. You can download everything to the app, which is quite a useful app, to be fair. So we'll go through a few specifics. So Hikmicro boasts a low light sensor, audio and video recording, recall activated recording if you want that as an extra option. High resolution display, 1000 meter laser rangefinder. I haven't tested to that yet, so we'll see about that one, but I'm sure it works pretty well out to a good distance. 750G shock resistance, replaceable battery, and obviously it's a day and night vision scope. I'm going to be completely honest about this scope. It's £550. I'm going to go through the good and through the bad. Fortunately for Hikmicro, there's a lot more good than there is bad, but there's a few little niggly things that I'd like to see worked out. So just really quickly, we'll go through the good stuff. So price, 550 quid. For any day and night vision scope with built-in IR, laser rangefinder and a ballistic calculator, 550 is not a lot of money. Maybe to some people, but I understand that. But for what you're getting in this day and age, 550 quid is actually quite a reasonable price. It's compact, it's nice and light. You do have the built-in IR, laser rangefinder, ballistic calculator, a battery charger. Now, the battery charger is probably one of the most technical and decent battery chargers I've ever seen. So I'll put up the display now. And yeah, a really informative battery charger there. You get 2 batteries, so everything you see today is what you get in the box. So you get 2 of these. Obviously I've got one in there for, you know, your positive down, but it does show you on the side. What else we got? We've got it's one shot zero. That's a really nice feature too. The app's really good and easy to use. Just connects via Bluetooth once you've downloaded it. Just very easy to use. The user interface is really friendly. It's not difficult to get around and navigate the menu, so I do like that about it. So now on to the bad stuff. I won't say it's necessarily, it's bad but not bad. Like, the imagery is not brilliant compared to some other scopes at the same sort of price, maybe just a tiny bit more. It's a little bit like when I owned the ATN 4K Pro. Now, if you remember, I did a review on the imagery, so I've come up with a little tip to just help sharpen the image at distance, because when you start zooming, it does pixelate a little bit. So if you remember, or if you want to just take notice now, what I've done is same as the ATN. In the end cover there, you don't have to do this, you can find the cap. I've drilled a little 8mm bit aperture hole there, and so when you zoom out, that will sharpen up your picture a good bit compared to if you weren't. Now it's no use in night mode, it's simply just for daytime. So I've done that, and that has helped improve the imagery a little bit. So just a little tip for you guys if you're considering buying one of these. Now what else we got? So the zoom wheel is the record wheel. So what I found is when I'm recording, so you'll see the footage at the end when I shoot the target, but when I was pressing record, I was knocking the zoom wheel backward or forward. Bit of a pain that for me, because when I'm shooting live quarry, I get focused in, I get my zoom where I want to be, focus the wheel, and then I'll press record to take my shot with a separate button, not the zoom wheel. So what I found is when I was tapping record is that I either focus forward too much or backward too much, and then have to readjust. Precious seconds matter, as you guys will know when you're hunting, that once you've locked in on target, you only want to be tapping record straight back to trigger and making a nice clean shot. I don't like the fact that a couple of times I've knocked it. It may be just me, but other people might find that a bit of an issue where you move the wheel and then you're too zoomed in or too far back. So a little bit of a bugbear that for me. It's an automatic IR, so when you flip to night mode, you can have it as smart IR, which will just come on automatic. I like when you have a button on the side for the IR, so you can go up through power levels. It doesn't have that, so you've either got to go in the menu and put on smart IR, which will just come on, and then you have to select within the menu medium, high, low, and then that's what it'll be once you go back to your normal screen and you're taking shots. Bit of a faff if you want to change the IR really quick. I like an external button that changes power levels. Same with the record button. I just like a separate record button that's designed specifically for that. So, not really the worst of. I wouldn't say bad. I've had to write them down, guys. Sorry, I'm looking at my piece of paper because there's a lot to remember. So it's just a few things to watch out for if you are looking to buy the Hikmicro Cheetah laser rangefinder at 550. So bargain price $550. You can't really groan at that. I think it's still a good scope for $550. Also, they're doing a deal at the minute, Hikmicro, so I'll put it up on the screen now. And so they're selling this scope and the Lynx LE10, I believe, thermal spotter, for both together for around about £900, which I think's a good bargain. But I'll put the links in the description anyway, so you can visit them. And there's also a link to some ballistic calculator advice too, which we will look at later on in different videos. You do get a nice little carry case. So all in all, guys, a good scope. Is it worth £550? Yeah, there or thereabouts, somewhere around there. You know, obviously you're free to look around for other scopes, but I do think it's worth 550 quid. Yeah, but we'll do another video of me doing some live quarry, some proper out in the field footage, and then you can make your mind up after that. That'll hopefully be coming in by next weekend. So don't go rushing to buy it. Wait till you've seen me do the rest and view my videos and see what you think. But I hope it helps anyway. Me just doing this little review and giving you a bit of a rundown on good and bad. I hope this helps you make a decision on whatever you decide to buy. So yeah. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys. Take care.